All right, you guys, welcome to our Emerald in 24 Hours call. Tonight, we are focusing on opening your doors for business, you guys. If you are here to build a business and kind of like we talked about last night, if you're on the team call, leave a legacy, follow your passion, have that vision, it starts with going Emerald. And it's a really exciting thing. And it's a really simple thing. It's a decision. And we are going to spend tonight really just laying out what it is, how you do it, and kind of your steps to take to get there. All right. So Logan is going to share her screen and kick us off.
Okay. Let's see if I should put this in the whole presentation mode. Here we go. Okay. So the topic of tonight's call is Emerald in 24 hours, because that is really how quickly you can go Emerald, because like Haley said, it is a decision. And this is the first step to really opening up your doors for business. Now, Haley's been a coach for 3 years. I'll be having my 3-year anniversary in September. So we've been doing this for a little while, but I want you guys to know that we know how overwhelming it can feel as a brand new coach. You're put into a bunch of groups and there's a bunch of notifications and a bunch of things going on that are just confusing and you're trying to keep up. So my best piece of advice is to, number one, go into Facebook and turn off all of the notifications on your phone for the team pages and the challenge groups and different things like that. And because what I want you to do is I want you to go into those groups like once, maybe twice a day with intention, and not be clicking into them 500,000 times a day because you're constantly getting notified from people posting and commenting and different things like that. I promise you it's going to save your sanity. It's going to keep you off your phone and it's going to keep your husband happier. Okay. So first things first, turn off your notifications. So Emerald is a super exciting rank. It's your very first rank that you can earn as a Beachbody coach. Before we actually get into the details of Emerald, though, we are going to talk about the 4 vital behaviors. And they're called the vital behaviors for a reason, because these are the things that you need to be doing every day to make sure that you are like showing up to be the best version of yourself in this business. So the first thing is invite. And we like to say like connect, like how is it? Attract, connect, invite. We want you inviting people to join our team and to join our challenge groups every day. Now, a few years ago, it used to be kind of kosher to send those like, hey girl, I have a challenge group starting, on such and such date. Like, are you interested? But now those kind of messages, hey girl messages, don't fly with people. A lot of people will not even respond to them because everyone is so inundated with everybody that is selling something on social media. Okay. But there are so many other ways to invite that aren't those like direct, cold, like, hey girl messages in someone's inbox that you haven't seen since high school. We're not going to ask you to do something like that. I don't want to do those kind of messages, so I'm never going to ask like my team to do that. We're going to teach you other ways. But we want you to be, sharing about how much this opportunity is changing you, on the inside and on the outside, sharing posts on social media where you are putting what we call a call to action with the post, where you're inviting people to join you. You're not just sharing that you're doing a workout, but you're letting people know that there is a way for them to join you and, do it alongside you and get results with you. If you are on Instagram one of the easiest ways to do like subtle invites all the time is through Instagram stories. I invite people every single day on my Instagram stories, whether I invite them to coaching and I invite them, to the different groups. And it's just letting people know, again, like, when I finish my workout and I take like a sweaty selfie thing and I post, instead of just like posting it to my story, I'll put like a little polls option and say, are you ready to sweat with me? And now a tip with the polls, I never put a negative like option on those. I'll say something like, heck yes, girl, I'm ready. Or I have more questions, rather than yes or no, because I don't want people telling me no. My heart can only handle so much rejection. I just don't even give them the option to give me a negative comment. But inviting is a big piece of what we do, but we are going to teach you how to do it effectively when we get into more of your like new coach training. So number 2 of the vital behaviors is be proof the product works. So drink your shake, push play, be a success story for the products that we are helping set other people up with to change their lives. If you're not pushing play like on one specific program, I want you to pick a program that you are going to stick with and commit to and follow, like the workout calendar that goes with that program. And I want you to complete it from start to finish if you've not already done so, or if you're not already like in the midst of a program. It's super, super important to commit to one program and really get those before and afters so that you have that testimonial to share. But if you are brand new, I don't want you feeling like you need to wait for that after photo to be able to start sharing. Start sharing right away, because people want to be able to go on the journey with you. If I had waited until I got to the point of like my big after photo, when I first started coaching, I was about like 9 months into my journey. Right now, I'm 5 months postpartum, not anywhere close yet to like my goal, but I'm still sharing, every step along the way that's getting me to my goal, and it makes me more relatable to people, and it makes them want to join you on the journey, rather than, seeing a drastic before and after and making it a little bit too intimidating and people aren't sure if they can like follow you. So start sharing your journey right away. Be a success story. Use the performance line. This is something that we can talk about, like ordering through a spouse account or something that we'll talk about later, but using the products that we have available so that you have that personal testimony to share with people when they join you. Number 3 is doing personal development. This is the vital behavior that is most commonly skipped by newer coaches. I know when I first started, I did not understand the value of doing personal development. I was like, I'm pretty happy person already. Like, I don't really need that self-help stuff. It's not really my jam. I do love to read, but it wasn't like my thing. But I kept hearing it over and over again, that personal development is a vital behavior. It's a vital behavior. And I'm like, okay, if they're putting so much emphasis on this, like it really must be something important, right? So I picked up my very first book. And if you haven't read any personal development yet, this is a great one to start with. It's called The Go-Giver. It completely changed my mindset on like what kind of coach I wanted to be, and made me become completely addicted to personal development. So now, even though I'm in a phase of like 3 little kids and farming season and life is crazy busy, that, finding even 10 minutes a day to pick up a book is hard. I have so many audiobooks and podcasts and things like that I plug into. So instead of just like listening to music, or when we're in the car, or even when I'm like getting ready and doing my makeup or something, I turn on personal development so that I can be like strengthening my mind while I'm multitasking and doing other things. I turn it on when I'm making dinner a lot, which is good because then my husband who's also in the background kind of starts hearing what I'm listening to, and all them hubbies need personal development as much as we do. So that's another tip. 10 minutes a day. I promise you that it will change everything, because what our workout programs and our nutrition plans do for like our body, personal development does for your mindset. And you have to have a strong mindset to like really succeed in this business. The fourth vital behavior is recognize, recognize, recognize. So this is celebrating other people that are doing incredible things. Like you will see, like when you share, you'll see shout outs in the team page all the time of people who are sharing transformations, or when, we're welcoming new coaches to the team, or when you have a rank advancement, like we're going to shout you out and make a really big deal out of it. It doesn't have to be completely tied to rank though. Like if you have challengers in your groups that are like doing amazing, and you have someone who like worked out and drank their shake for 7 days in a row, like shout them out and celebrate it. Like think about that positive reinforcement. When my kids are doing something that like they know they should be doing every day, but if I'm positively like reinforcing them and making a big deal out of it, like when they do it, they're more inclined to keep doing it. So we kind of want to do that with our challengers too. It's kind of like, written in the book that they should be kind of doing these things every day, but really make it a big deal to celebrate them when they're doing those things. Let's see. Okay. So there are several different ranks in Beachbody. These kind of show you what, sorry, I'm like moving my Zoom thing around on the screen so I can see. Okay, so these are examples of some of the first ranks that you will achieve as a coach. So all of you right now, I believe, are at least an active coach right here, meaning that you are signed up as a Team Beachbody coach and you are active with at least 50 volume points underneath you. As long as you are drinking your Shakeology on Home Direct, you have Shakeology is worth 90. So you have to have at least 50 volume coming through your account every 5 weeks. So just making a point to have your shakes on auto ship is going to fulfill that requirement. To become an Emerald coach, which is what we're talking about tonight, it is you right here with one personally sponsored coach on each of your legs. The way that our system is designed, it's like a binary, like you have 2 legs that you build. So you want to have one person signed up on each side, on your left side and on your right side. Once you get one person on each side, you are Emerald. The next rank that you can achieve is Ruby. Now, Ruby is actually a little bit of a harder rank to hit. A lot of people will achieve Ruby and Diamond at the same time, because in order to achieve Ruby, you have 2 coaches. You have one coach on each leg that's at least active with 50 volume, and you have an Emerald coach on each side. A lot of the times it's easier to get these active coaches underneath you than it is to pop these Emeralds. It takes a little bit longer to get people underneath you that are also like excited and ready to add a couple people. Once you have an Emerald on each side and then 3 other active coaches on each leg, so for a total of 8 coaches on each leg, or 8 coaches total, 4 on each leg, 1 of those on each side being Emerald, you will be a Diamond coach. And achieving Diamond is a really big, exciting milestone. It comes with like some increased income and all of that. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Haley, how quickly did you go Diamond? Oh, sorry, you're muted.
35 days. So.
And you went Emerald in
a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Because it's a decision. It's 2 people. We'll get into that in a little bit. But like a lot of people will set like, I want to be Diamond in a year type of goal. And guys, it doesn't have to be like that big and scary and that far out, as Haley showed. How many was it? 35? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it was shorter than that, but since we go by weeks, like I was official. So yeah.
That's awesome. I was more like 6 months. I was on the slow boat compared to her.
Well, you also didn't decide to coach until like 2 months into that. So, you know.
True. Okay, so as a coach, we want you to know that there are multiple ways that you can earn income as a coach. The first way as a brand new coach that you are likely going to be making your income is through commission, because you earn 25% commission on all of your retail sales. So if you are setting someone up with Shakeology or with a challenge pack, which is like Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, like in a combo, which a lot of you probably signed up with, or you're setting them up with 2B Mindset, or you're setting them up with Energize, like any product that you sell, you're going to earn 25% commission. The second way that you will start to earn, once you become an Emerald coach, you become eligible for Team Cycle bonus. This is what is going to turn into your long-term residual income over time as you build your team. So like I said, I'm a little over 2.5 years into the business, and I would say we get paid every week on Thursdays, and I would say 75 to 80% of my income every week comes from Team Cycle bonus, not from retail sales. Because the way that this works is volume generated by the team that you start to build underneath you, and as your coach places coaches underneath you, volume builds up through your organization, and you get paid every time you cycle. I'm not going to go into like the nitty-gritty details of how Team Cycle bonus works right now, because we'll go over that more in like new coach training. And it'll overwhelm you if I try to go into it right now. But just know that Team Cycle bonus is what turns into your long-term stable residual income. This is the income that comes into your bank account every week, regardless if you take a vacation or you're sick, or, you know, maybe you're not able to sell like, you know, product that week. Like you're still going to get paid because your team is working along with you. Okay. As you increase in rank, the amount of income that you earn per cycle starts to increase. So just know, like, as you go up in rank, your income increases alongside it. The fast start bonus and the quarterly star diamond bonus are other ways that you can earn so the fast start bonus is you get a $100 bonus for every 5 coaches that you sign up with Shakeology on Home Direct or a challenge pack in a 5-week period. So if you sign 5 coaches in 5 weeks, like with this, then you get an extra $100. The quarterly star diamond bonus, once you achieve the rank of 2-star, you become eligible for a quarterly bonus just as a thank you for, you know, your hard work and maintaining your team. The bonuses increase at 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star. My very first 2-star bonus was almost $900, was an almost $900 quarterly bonus, and it came at the end of the year, and it ended up paying for the end of the year in 2017, and it ended up, or 2016, and it ended up paying for both of my kids' birthday presents and Christmas that year. Like we didn't have to put any of their birthday or Christmas stuff on credit cards or anything like that. It was completely paid for with our bonus. So that's another thing that you can shoot for. So this shows that the different ranks, you know, there's different options for how you get paid. I don't want you to get like confused or overwhelmed with like trying to figure out what all of these things mean. I just want you to pay attention to the fact that as you are increasing in rank and adding people to your team, your options for earning income increase. Okay, that's what I want you to take away from this slide. There are more earning options as you increase in rank through Beachbody. So, what is Emerald? Super simple. It's you with 1 coach on your left leg and 1 coach on your right leg. That's it, just 2 people. So one of those first 2 people, we very highly recommend being your spouse if you have one. This, at first it's hard, it's a little hard to justify, like, well, we're already investing this money into like my Shakeology and everything, like how now you're saying that we need to like take more money out of our pockets and for my husband to have an account too. And there are ways to, work around that so that, you're not out like extra money. But in the beginning, you guys, I promise you, this is just like one of those things that you have to do a trust fall with me with, and just trust and believe that signing your spouse is one of the most important business decisions that you can make. Putting them in one of those first 2 spots in your organization. When I first started coaching, I did not realize that it was super important to sign my husband up as one of my first 2 coaches. So he was actually my 3rd coach that I enrolled. It's not the end of the world. Like, he's still up, at the top of, close to the top of my genealogy, but he does have a coach up above him that is an actively building coach. And if it had been flip-flopped, then he would be making income off of everything that she's doing below him, but it's actually reversed. So just know, signing your spouse is one of the most like vital things that you want to do, because it allows you to double dip on volume that is being created by your team, and it increases your income. So everybody has most everybody, I'll preface that, most everybody has what we consider a weak leg and a strong leg in their organization. If you log into your Coach Online office and you go to My Business and Graphical Genealogy, the first person that's going to pop up right here is you. If you have not enrolled any coaches yet, you still might see some coaches on one of your legs. These aren't coaches that are your personally sponsored coaches. These are coaches that have been added by maybe your sponsoring coach, or coaches that are up above you, like on that same leg of your sponsor. This is considered your strong leg. So as people, because you fall on one of your sponsor's legs, and if your sponsor is actively growing that leg and other coaches on that leg are working, you are going to see their coaches being placed like on one of your legs. These coaches don't count in helping you rank advanced to Emerald, but they do, all the volume generated through these accounts help put more money in your pocket. So when it comes to signing your spouse, we want your spouse to go on your weak leg. This is the leg that you are going to be completely responsible for building, because this one is going to likely have coaches that are being placed, by your coach. But this one is going to be 100% on you to build. So we want your spouse to go on the weak leg. Now, I can't say like sign your spouse up on your left or your right, because everybody's legs, whether they're weak or strong, differ just depending on where you fall in your coach's organization. So make sure when you're getting ready to sign up your spouse that you reach out to your coach or your upline diamond sponsor, and to find out which leg you want your husband to go on, because they will be able to go in and see where exactly we want your husband to go. It's different for everybody. If you do sign them up and they end up on the opposite side that we want, don't panic, because there is a 5-day like grace period window to be able to put in a switch to move them over to the other side. And so just be conscious of that. Like when you're signing coaches in the future, you have that 5-day window to get people moved. And after that, they are locked in that spot. So this is an example of my income progression from when I started coaching in September of 2015 until now. It's not totally updated for 2018 because I don't have May in there yet, but you can see that when I first started coaching, the majority of this income here was pretty much commission based. And because I have Levi and I was putting some orders through his account, that was what he was making. In 2016, and my husband, when I say that Levi is a coach, like, he is not actively out there, like, promoting Beachbody. Like, he is now 2.5 years into it, actually being a product of the product. He is drinking Shakeology every day. He is doing, like, the workouts with me, but he watched me literally for 2.5 years do those things every single day. And he was not ready until now, finally. So I know a lot of people are like, my husband won't drink the shakes. My husband, like, doesn't want to do the workouts. He's got his own thing. Like, it's okay. They don't have to do it yet if they don't want to, but you be patient and love them where they're at, because if they're anything like my husband, like, it kind of has to be his idea. You have to plant the seed that it's going to be his idea that he wants to do these things. But he was willing to support me in the business, even though he wasn't going to be, like, actively, doing workouts or drinking Shakeology, or actively, like, himself out there recruiting people. He supported my dream to grow this business. So he let me sign him up as a coach. I put coaches and customers through his account. And you can see over the course of these years how much our income has increased. You can see in 2016, at the end of 2016, I was able to open up a second business center in my name. Once you achieve the rank of 2-star diamond, you can open up a second business center in your name. And it's just another way to maximize our compensation plan. So again, you can see Levi's income, like, from 2016 was like a little over $500. And by the end of 2017 was almost $6,000. Like, and I only built him to Emerald. And so I had 2 active coaches underneath him, and everything else was just volume built around him from my team that cycles up through his account and makes him, like, generate a whole bunch of cycles. And so this is literally, like, free money going into our bank account every single week, like, free money. And just from having his account there. So I just urge you, like, have that long-term vision of what this is going to bring into your family in the future. See past that initial, like, extra money that you might have to pay per month, because now in 1 week of Levi's account, we make more than enough to cover all of the product that we order every month, like our Shakeology and our Recover and our Energize and our Beach Bars. Like, we make more through his account in 1 week than it is, like, to cover all of that product now. So very, very important to, I just share this so that you guys can see the vision of what can be created through having a spouse account. If you need this kind of graphic to show your husband so you can say, like, this is the potential here, like, if you let me sign you up, then let me know, because I'm more than happy to share that with you so that you can share it with your spouse. So there are a few different options that you can enroll your spouse with. One of the first things is a 3-day refresh challenge pack. A lot of you probably already have Beachbody On Demand subscriptions, so it's up to you. Like, if you want to have another Beachbody On Demand account, like, through your husband, or if it's not something that you want to worry about having right now, a good option is the 3-day refresh challenge pack. You're going to get Shakeology on Home Direct, and you're going to get a 3-day refresh kit that you can use, like, yourself. Or you could get a 2B Mindset challenge pack if you do not already have the 2B Mindset. I highly, like, 1,000% encourage you to get this package, like, through your spouse account if you do not already have 2B, because it is, like, I wish you guys could hear Elizabeth talk about 2B, because, like, every time she sends me voice messages about how much she loves it, like, I just get, like, all the feels. if your spouse is not ready to drink Shakeology, like mine wasn't, he does not miss a day now. But for 2.5 years, he insisted that it was not his jam. He was not going to drink it. But I still ordered Shakeology through his account every month. I would order, instead of the big like 30 serving bag, I would order the boxes that come with 24 individual packets. And you can get the boxes that have like the multiple flavors in them, like, you know, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, cafe latte. And what I would do is then I would sell these packets in groups of like five or seven for, you know, 5 for 25 or 7 for 35 to potential customers that were wanting to try Shakeology, but they were scared to invest in the whole thing. You know, I would sell them, you know, these packets. And not only was I making my money back then on his Shakeology order that we were, you know, placing every month, but I was also building my business at the same time because I was meeting people where they were at, letting them try it and fall in love with it, and then they were ready to invest like in the whole thing. If you don't want another Shakeology order coming through your account, though, you can enroll your spouse with a $40 coach enrollment, the $39.95 coach enrollment, and you can get a performance stack on Home Direct Auto Ship, which is Recover and Energize. You can get an order of the Beach Bars, which are our new like snack bars that are amazing. I am devastated because I have to be dairy free for my little 5-month-old little miss. And the Beach Bars are not dairy free for me. But my husband eats them every single day. He keeps a box in his truck so that when that like afternoon lull starts to hit, he can have a Beach Bar rather than going to the gas station and getting like a Snickers bar, you know? So if you get a 3-box pack of the Beach Bars on Home Direct, or if you are looking for a healthy option for your kiddos, Daily Sunshine is our like amazing shake that is formulated especially for kids. It doesn't have all of the like crazy superfoods that are included in Shakeology, but it's pediatrician approved. You know, it's a healthy serving of fruits and veggies and healthy fats and fiber and all of that. And so it's a really great, I mean, I like drinking it myself, but it's a great option if you're needing, you know, a healthy way to get some like fruits and veggies into your kids. Daily Sunshine is a great option too. Like we have all of these products coming into our house every month because we love and use all of them. So now I'm going to kick it over to Haley, and she's going to talk about after you sign up your spouse, what next?
Awesome. Yeah, I've got like this whole like cupboard full of Shakeology, Daily Sunshine, my performance line, or Beach Bars. You guys probably will too. All right, so what's next? You've got your spouse or your significant other. Now we've got to sign up one more person. Who is that going to be? I encourage you guys to start with your family. And I know not everybody's family is going to be on board. A lot of people run into their family maybe being a little skeptical of what's going on, feeling like, oh, I don't know what she got into. And that's okay. But if this is what I did, you guys, I went to my parents and I said, I'm doing this coaching thing. I'm starting this new workout program. Really have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm really excited about it because my coach is making enough income to stay at home with her babies. And I think this might be something that I could do too. And just shared with them that I was excited about this opportunity and that them signing up with me was going to give me a foundation of support to officially open up my business. But I was honest with them. I didn't act like I knew exactly what I was doing. I shared my excitement and they could feel it. They had no idea what I was doing. I'm sure they were like, Haley, did you watch another infomercial last night? Because I was like an infomercial junkie, and like I don't even know how many things they bought me over the years that I had stayed up and watched. One of them being my first Beachbody program, which was Slim in 6. Y'all probably don't even know what that one is, do you? But they were excited. And I talked to them about signing up with the challenge pack. My mom got PiYo. This is back when you had to like pick a specific program. My mom got PiYo. My dad got Max 30. They both got Shakeology. And my dad got freaking amazing results from Max 30. My mom started working out for the first time in, I don't even know when. My mom is not necessarily someone, that you would look at and think she needs to lose weight, but everybody benefits from being more active. And just because I wanted to start my business and I wanted them to support me. So that would be my first step. Can we go to the next slide, Logan? So like it says here, mom, dad, my sister. So this was the order of my coaches. It was my husband, it was my best friend, my mom, my sister, and then I got my husband to Emerald with my dad and his brother. And then I hadn't signed up my in-laws yet. They are coaches now though. But you guys, I was excited about what I was doing, and I could see that there was this opportunity. And because I shared it like that, they were like, okay, yeah, sure. I really don't know what you're doing, but sure. Don't overcomplicate it, you guys. That's one of the biggest things that I think I started doing, was trying to overcomplicate things. And that's where I ran into feeling like I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. But when I kept it simple and I shared with them in my excitement, that's where things worked, because people want to join you when you're excited. They don't want to join you where you're like, well, you get this and 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 this, and then you can do this, and then I'm going to do this, just keep it simple. Hey, I'm starting this workout. You want to do it with me? Yeah, we're going to drink the shake and follow this meal plan, and like we can check in with each other. Like we've got this group. Keep it simple. Sign them up with what you signed up, right? Okay, so you signed up with Lift 4. Hey, I'm starting this challenge group July 16th. We're going to do this program that you only have to work out 4 days a week. It's 30 minutes a day, and you get like these treat days, and the trainer's really good looking to look at. Like, you should do it with me. Like, I just signed up for it, and I can get you set up with the same thing. You guys, we have options for all ages and fitness levels. Like I said, my parents, when they signed up, they're like 60, but my dad's a little bit of a freak. Like, he's not your normal 60-year-old. But you guys, there's things from yoga, from 10-minute trainer, from Tony, all the way to 80-day obsession. Now we've got nutrition only with 2B mindset, which is huge. My mother-in-law just signed up with that, and like, it's perfect for her because for different health reasons, she really can't work out. But so we got her set up with 2B mindset. You guys, there's something for everybody. And like I was saying, everyone deserves to live a healthy life. Like, don't hold your parents like future captive in your mouth just because you're like, oh, I don't think they'd really like this, or I don't think they'd really do it. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Your dad might lose 25 pounds doing Max 30, when your mom might start working out for the first time in like 25 years, or something even crazier, like getting off blood pressure medication, whatever it is. Don't hold back sharing this gift with others, because that's what it is. It is a gift. And if you treat it like that and you're excited about giving it, you're going to be unstoppable. Okay. So you got to get your one more person. Okay. Now you've got your 2 people, and you've got them set up with a challenge pack, because we want to make sure they are getting set up with everything they need. That gives them their Shakeology to help fill in the gaps in their nutrition. It gives them their workout program. And then they're going to get surrounded by our team, by our challenge groups. They're going to have every single piece. So we got to get them set up with that challenge pack. You're going to get 2 points for 2 Success Club points for every person you set up with a challenge pack or Shakeology on HD. There's a couple different options, but Success Club should be a non-negotiable for everybody here. If you're here to build a business and you're here to create an income for your family, whether that is covering your shakes or whether your goal is to maybe come home from your job or bring your husband home from your job, whatever it is in between, Success Club needs to be a non-negotiable. And here's why. It's not all about the numbers, but seeing these numbers is a very tangible goal that you can set each month. Getting 3 to 5 new people in your challenge group is going to give it new life each month. Getting 3 to 5 new people on our team is going to create that excitement. It's going to grow your team. It's going to grow your income, and it's going to grow your excitement. When you have people doing this with you, it's going to grow your excitement. So you guys, Success Club is just a gauge of how your business is moving. And the more Success Club points you get, the faster your business is moving. That's all it means. But here's the thing. It's the foundation to building a successful coaching business. And they didn't just like pull this out of anywhere. They were like, let's like have people get 3 new people every month. No, they looked at their coaching network a couple years ago, and they were like, okay, what is making the successful coaches successful? And the ones that are struggling, like what really sets them apart? And they looked at everything within the business. And essentially what it came down to was the people who were adding at least 3 new people a month were on a steady track to have a successful, fruitful business and team. And those ones that weren't, it was more stagnant and they were getting frustrated and whatnot. So that's where Success Club came from. So something else, if you guys are hitting Success Club, you're an Emerald coach, you've got your Shakeology on Home Direct, you've got your profile set up, you get customers from Beachbody. So people that stay up and watch infomercials, people that just go to Google or go to Amazon or go to Team Beachbody and order something, they get assigned coaches, a random coach, and those random coaches are us. They are the coaches, like I said, who are Emerald coaches hitting Success Club. And there's a couple other things in there you got to make sure are done in your online office. But that's huge, you guys. Like, I mean, who gives people free customers? But if you're working your business, Beachbody rewards you with these customers who are already interested in the products. Okay, so that's another perk of going Emerald. You're unlocking that team cycle bonus. You are unlocking the opportunity to get leads. You are opening your doors for business. Another thing with Success Club is, I don't know about you guys, but I really like to get some swag. Like if you're going to like that hat Logan has on was a prize for Success Club. Like if you're going to give me something, I mean, a freaking Joel bobblehead, yeah, you better believe I'm going to sign up 3 people that month. We get a prize every month from Beachbody. There's something different that rewards us for continuing to build our business and build our team. It's anywhere from hat, a tank top, personal development webinars. This month is with Rachel Hollis, who wrote Girl Wash Your Face. So if you hit Success Club this month, you will get an invitation to that private webinar that is specifically for Beachbody coaches who hit Success Club this month. But it's fun, you guys. I know some people are really motivated by that along with me. So we also do Team Success Club prizes. We are actually starting that in July, and we're really excited about that. There'll be more about that coming up. Hitting Success Club your first 3 months as a coach means you unlock the Success Starter program. And this is, so say you signed up in April. So you could hit Success Club in April, May, and June, or May, June, and July. Okay, so it's like your first 3 full months as a coach. If you're hitting Success Club, you unlock Success Starter program, which gets you a free ticket to our Coach Summit next summer, which is where we're all gearing up to go next week. It's our big, fun, yearly convention where we get plugged into some incredible trainings. We get recognized for the things that we've done from the past year. There's a lot of parties. You get to be surrounded by other people who are on the same mission as you. And if you can get to Summit, get to Summit. But you can earn your free ticket by hitting Success Club your first 3 months. Another thing Success Starter does is, and we'll talk about this in a minute. Oh, the next thing is earning trips for you and your family. Now, as a new coach, the way it's set up, it's a little difficult to earn like the very next one. It'll be like 2 from now that you're working towards right now. But if you're a Success Starter, you actually get on a list to have the opportunity to even be invited for next spring. But hitting Success Club can earn you these trips for you and your family. So like this last spring, you maybe saw a lot of us in Mexico, where because of what we are doing with our business and with our teams, we're adding those people every single month. They're rewarded us by getting to go to Mexico, and we got to take our families with us. Can we go back? So now our husbands like see like and feel Beachbody right along with us. And
Levi is so bought in now that we are home from Mexico.
Yeah, so is Brock. And you guys, these events, Summit and the Success Club trip and Super Saturday is coming up. You'll hear us talking about that. That's the weekend of July 7th. There is one near you. I promise you there is. You can go to the website and look. Get to them. Get to them. Get surrounded. And I promise you it'll light a fire under you. But Earning Success Club gives you opportunities to earn trips for you and your family. Next year, we are going on a Bahamas cruise on that boat right there. And there's actually going to be quite a few of us from our team. So pretty exciting. All right, you guys. Like I said, we're going to keep it really basic. We wanted to tell you exactly the steps you needed to take to make this first rank advancement in your business, which is so freaking exciting because it means you're taking this seriously. It means you're getting some people on board with you, and it means you are ready to do this thing. So 2 people, your spouse, your mom, your dad, your best friend, your sister, your teacher that you co-teach with, whoever it is, I want you to message your coach tonight and let them know who you're going to be enrolling as your first 2 coaches. Okay? And maybe give them a couple names like, hey, I'm going to talk to these 3 people and this is what I'm going to tell them. But like we said in the beginning, and this is a little bit of tough love, but it's also completely the truth. Emerald is a choice. It is a choice to say, I'm going to do this. I'm opening up my business, and these are the people I'm signing up. And for a lot of us, it was a big leap of faith because we had no idea what we were doing. We had no idea why we needed our spouse at the top of our leg. We had no idea. We didn't know what we were doing. It was a complete, like Logan said, a complete trust fall. And a lot of us signed up our husband and then paid to sign up a parent. So, like I said, it's one of those things. You are a CEO, you got to open your doors for business and you got to do this thing. And going Emerald is that step to do that. Oh, yay. Now I can see everybody. I always hate talking to like a blank screen, or not blank screen, but you know what I mean. So I'm seeing a lot of ceilings right now, which is totally okay. But those people that I can see, do you guys have your 2 people in mind? Yes. Everybody's like, oh, don't look at me. Tess, don't put your hand in front of your face, girl. You should have been enrolled like 2 weeks ago.
So if you say tonight were to sign up your hubby and your mom, you would go Emerald on Thursday.
Because tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You have like an hour and a half in order to be Emerald tomorrow, because it has to be in by midnight Eastern time. So 9 p.m. Pacific. Otherwise, if it's after that, then it will be like the next week that you go Emerald. So every Thursday is payday and it's rank advancement day. So yeah. Yep. And then after you go Emerald, because like we said, Emerald is a decision. The way to keep things moving forward, and I'm not going to overwhelm you, but like, because I know that you guys will probably like look at like some of our teams and stuff and think like, there's no way like I'm ever going to get to like, you know, where she's at. And, you know, and you guys have to keep in mind, like you might be in like your very first like months of coaching, like chapter 1, chapter 2. I'm in like chapter 34 or something like that. Okay. So you can't compare like where you're at to where, you know, some of us are at that have been doing this for a few years. But one thing that I set like from the beginning was making Success Club a non-negotiable. I have hit Success Club every single month that I have been a coach. So for like 34 months going or whatever. And I set a personal goal to at least go Emerald every single month. Meaning, so I'm not like rank advancing to Emerald every month, but I am making sure that I am adding at least 2 new people to my team every single month. Okay. And that's not like a big scary number. It is something that is absolutely doable for every single one of you. Okay. If you want to build a little quicker, you just have to add more people and talk to more people.
I have something to add real quick about the spouse. Raise your hand if your spouse is like super skeptical and like this is already costing money. So my husband went live with me in our What is Coaching group, and we kind of talked about some of those like, you know, spouse objections. And one of the things that he said, and he had actually never said this to me. And so when he was saying it, I was like, oh, well, I'm glad he like is thinking about that. But one of the things that he said is, you know, when I wanted to do this, at first he was kind of skeptical, but then he sort of thought about the hobbies that he had, and they're very expensive. He has a snow bike. He has 2 snow bikes, and, you know, he's into like the 4-wheelers and all that kind of stuff. And so his hobbies are very expensive. So, you know, if you're calling this your hobby, which is something that is, you know, potentially going to bring in an income, then an extra bag of Shakeology or an extra challenge pack is really not a very big expense for your hobby. So, and your hobby, like I said, has huge potential to actually bring in income through that account. Like my husband's account alone last year, just as an Emerald coach, I think I only had a few coaches signed up under him, earned enough to cost the cover of both our Shakeology for the entire year. So it's definitely, like Logan said, you just have to take that leap of faith and really just do it, because it is such a huge, like a huge income, you know, bringer when it comes to paying for your products. And so his account alone now pays for all of our products. And, you know, that doesn't include my account at all. So it's definitely important. Go, if you're not in the What is Coaching group, go in there and check out that video, because my husband talks about that and like a few other things. So
yeah, my husband and I had to have a similar heart to heart, because when he was, throwing a little, attitude at me about like more Shakeology coming into the house, I had to, remind him how I had to ask him how much he's spending on fast food and eating out and things like that. And first of all, my drinking Shakeology like eliminated my like Starbucks addiction. So that was saving us like a ton of money. And so I kind of had to point that out to him and say, hey, we actually like have the stuff that's actually going to be good for us instead of the fast food and stuff that you're eating. And so just that like reminder, he was kind of like, okay, he doesn't like object at all now because he can see like, the income that we brought in. But sometimes you kind of have to paint that picture for your spouse. Do any of you guys have any specific questions that we can help answer?
Haley, I do have one for you.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, so with your mom and your dad, like what do they do like with their age, like to stay active each month? Do they use Shakeology on Home Direct, or what are they using to stay active?
Shakeology.
Okay.
Yeah. And then yeah.
What'd you say, Logan?
Mine both drink Shakeology too.
Okay, cool.
And so at one point in time, they kind of had a backstock because my mom like works better for her with half a scoop most of the time. And I went to their house and I was like, you guys, like, you don't like, you can put it on hold. Like, don't feel like, I'm to a point right now that it's okay. But, what I actually did is you can have a U+2, meaning you can control 2 accounts below you, but they have to be your spouse, a parent, or a child. And so my mom actually signed her account like over to me, so I can go in and like order things in her account. I can put things on hold. So at one point in time, I did, child over the age of 18. I did have to get her back to active status to help maintain my rank. And so I ordered some like Shakeology Boost for us. But she didn't sign over her account to me for a long time until she was finally like, why do I keep getting, whatever. But that is an option too. But yeah, they drink Shakeology every day. I don't know if you've ever, you started working out after Kristen already went to Arizona, but every morning when we were working out, you could hear my dad blend his shake while we were working out.
That's awesome. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. Is your mom gonna sign up?
See, I want her to. I know, like, she got the original, like, just the plain one. That was my bad. I accidentally sent her the wrong one. Anyway, and so she wants to try the shake. So I'm going to see how that'll work.
Dude, and just talk to her about how it's going to be, like I said, like I did with my parents, how it's supporting you in this business that's going to earn you a little bit more money, so you don't have to feel like you have to go take those shifts at Borger again. Right. Or once you start thinking about having kids, like you'll feel more flexible if you want to only, work 2 days a week or whatever it is. Like, talk to her about that. Share that that's part of why you're doing this, and that her being there and being at the top of your organization is going to be huge for you in the long run. And a lot of coaches actually like build their parents' account and like bring money in for their parents. Like my coach pulled her parents out of debt, like because of her dad's account, and so that's going to be that opportunity for you there too. But I would totally go into it with, hey, I would love your support because I'm really excited about this. And you know what? If you end up not liking the Shakeology, then let's talk. And that's maybe when you can like do packets or something that you could then sell, or if you want performance line through her, or beach bars or whatever it is to keep her active. Like you could absolutely like figure it out if she's not somebody that wants to stay on Shakeology for some reason. So
I do recommend though, like going over to their house or
Yeah.
having them over to your house and making a shake
Yes.
for them, like with your favorite recipe.
Mhm.
Because so often, like, you know, my best friend Megan, who's one of my coaches now, she's one of my diamonds. Like the first time that I gave her a packet of Shakeology and she made it and she texted me like, you know, a couple hours later, she's like, dude, that was gross. Like, how do you drink that every day? I was like, oh, you obviously made it wrong.
You
Because
just shake it up with water.
I was like, yeah, you definitely made it wrong, because, and now she's addicted to it and drinks it like every single day, you know, and she's one of my diamonds. So like, I strongly recommend making a shake for someone that is like, you know, those people that are close to you that you're wanting to get them like invested in it and stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. And, you know, really take advantage of to be mindset for your parents. Like if they are not in a place of wanting to necessarily be actively working out yet, or Beachbody On Demand is like crazy intimidating to them, set them up with Tubi mindset. I gave my mom Tubi for Mother's Day and she is like obsessed with it. So it's just like such a good option for parents.
For sure.
And everybody. Anybody else have any questions?
No. All right. Don't forget, can they be a coach with just Tubi? Yes, but to be an active coach, they're going to have that 50 PV every month. So, I mean, you could figure something out along the lines there, but
yeah, if it's not Shakeology, and it could be like bars or you want to use the performance line or something like that, like Recover and Energize, you could order it through their account. And
like I said, I get the boost sometimes through my mom's account to keep, if I need her to go active or something. Because yes, it's another thing in my pantry of Beachbody stuff that I use every day.
And with your friends and like people asking you about what you're doing, talking about signing up as a coach is not scary. Like they're saving money.
Yeah.
You're saving them money. That's a fact. They're going to save 25% off all of their products every month with their Shakeology, even with the coaching fee. And I don't even bring up the coaching fee. They still save like $20 a month. Like that's the first thing I asked Logan after I tried Shakeology for the first time was like, tell me about this discount, because I'm like super frugal and I want to save as much money as possible. And I want to save my customers as much money as possible. And, you know, I'm upfront and let them know that there is a coaching opportunity, but they can totally just enjoy the discount if they want. And, you know, don't ever have to coach. Like you give them that choice. It's not scary. You're saving them money. That's all it is.
Exactly. Okay, you guys.
Can everyone turn on their camera for a sec so we could take a picture?
Good call, Logan. Wonder if we could do a boomerang too.
Oh, a boomerang would be fun. Do you want to do a boomerang and I'll do a...
Sure. Here, should we take a picture? You take your picture first. Everybody smile.
Still seeing a couple ceiling fans, but it's okay.
Heather.
Okay,
now let's try a boomerang. Y'all should see me in the mornings after workouts. I'm always like, oh crap, that was a video. Oh shoot, that was me. I don't know, just be like.
And then some mornings you like don't even look at them and we all look horrible.
I know. I was like, oh, good one, guys. And we get off and I'm like, nobody's looking at the camera except me. Like, obviously I looked, I was like, yep, looks good. I guess I could stop recording.